Making it viable so we can keep feeding you, the nation. So we need more young people like you stepping up to the plate to represent us. Our next speaker is Alan Miller, co-founder of Together Declaration, representing hospitality. Give him a warm round of applause.
Thank you, Alan. Well, welcome Liverpool! What are you saying? What an amazing experience. What was that like? The Rolling Thunder guys and the veterans. Big shout out to them. Massive shout out. It's been a really inspiring experience working with Farmers to Action, meeting farmers from up and down the country. Our farmers are the backbone of British society. That's how we get to be fed. That's how our food security is there. And we're not about to allow the technocrats, those authoritarians over in that building, to suffocate and shut down our farming independence. Are we, guys? No! So we got a very clear message today. The trailer of truth, very inspiring, has been going around from Wales with Gareth Wyn-Jones and Digoni Digon. Brilliant. From Scotland, all the Scottish farmers. And of course across England, and we're at Diddley Squat Farm and a range of county shows and live fairs and villages and towns up and down the country. It's been a month-long, brilliant, inspiring trailer of truth where all the public, the great British public, not the names that some in the mainstream media want to call us, not the names that some politicians want to call the great British public, but the backbone as well of our country. They support our farmers, they love our farmers. We all love our farmers, don't we, guys? Yay! Now, the thing is, we've got a message to Keir Starmer, to Liz Kendall, to Rachel Reeves, and that is, you need to back down. Farmers to Action have been taking action. We got all of the national supermarket chains to come out and say they support British farmers, but we know that words are one thing and action is another. Now, we're here to be positive and upbeat and not to talk badly about other people, but there's a reason why Farmers to Action had to start, and that's because we need proper representation, and the British public are behind Farmers to Action. We're going to stand in every town and village and city and continue to make our voices heard, telling our councillors the May elections are coming up. In the last elections, Farmers to Action went round every rural constituency with Labour councillors, and guess what, guys? None of them got back in. And that's because they've got this dreadful policy of IHT. And you know what's so inspiring about Farmers to Action? They're leading the call to abolish IHT for all. Abolish the death tax for everyone. We've already paid enough taxes: income tax, capital gains tax, corporation tax. And we're getting to a point where it's taxation without representation, aren't we, everyone? Because we've just seen that this government, who said one thing before the election about farmers and then did a complete U-turn and imposed this thing. But we're saying when the budget's coming up in November, you better step back, because we're not going to stop fighting. And I can tell you this, at the Together Association, the togetherdeclaration.org, we've got hundreds of thousands of supporters and members around the country. Many of you came out today. Thank you so much, guys. We're not going to stop fighting side by side with our brothers and sisters, our farmers that have come round and shown. And farmers, right, they want to get on with farming. They don't want to be doing this. Right, they shouldn't have to be doing this, and that's why, as the public, we're going to stand shoulder to shoulder. Now, before the election, this lot said all sorts of things, but they never put anything that they really want to do in a manifesto, did they? So, where was digital ID in any manifesto? Tony Blair. They tried it before. They tried it. It was kicked out in 2011. And then they tried it with the lockdowns, egregious impacts, and shutting down Parliament and trying to terrify the public. But the thing is, we've already got national IDs, haven't we? We've got passports, we've got driving licence, we've got social security numbers. But it isn't going to do anything to stop the boats or stop fraud or stop crime. In Italy and France and Germany, there's all these national ID schemes. But guess what? There's loads and loads of illegal migration. And now's the time we're all standing together. You know, one thing I want to say, well done to Keir Starmer. It might be a surprise, but well done, Keir Starmer. What you've managed to do is unite the kingdom. What you've managed to do is get different leaders of the left, the centre and the right to say no to digital ID. And we've been out there this morning, guys, haven't we, talking to delegates and talking to the people that are coming in, Labour members. They're not our enemies, they're fellow citizens, right? We've got some different ideas, but I can tell you the majority of them are furious and they're opposed to digital ID, and they love our farmers. And they're having a crisis. And we need to keep pushing forward together. We need to go out and win these arguments with our fellow neighbours, our colleagues, people who've got different ideas to us, right? We need to win that argument and we need to stand together. So we're encouraging everyone today that's watching this on all the streams, and it's great to see all the independent media here and to see the mainstream press taking photos and interviewing people. Well done, guys, right? They're listening. Farmers, you're having a huge impact on this country. And together, supporters, thank you for showing up. You've made a huge impact, guys. So I'm just going to say this because we haven't got long. But what I'm saying is we're sending a message to Keir Starmer. Last night, we did loads of projections across iconic buildings in Liverpool. There's going to be more of all sorts of things. Stunts, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be lobbying. Peaceful, calmful, robust and resilient. We're not going anywhere. We're going to stand shoulder to shoulder with all the citizens of this country. We're going to say we're not having digital ID. We are going to have our farmers supported. We're not going to have this IHT imposition, and we're going to keep standing together. So let's go out. Let's unite everyone. Let's win these arguments. Let's carry on shining the light because we're better and stronger together. Well done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Alan, for speaking today. Can I have Mocha Fisher, David Irwin and Paul Young head to the front of the stage, please, for the moment, and Justin Rogers. Our next speaker is Kathleen. She is from East Sussex and a family farmer. Give a warm hand for Kathleen.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Kathleen Renner and I'm a mother and a farmer from East Sussex. I'm here today for my 12-year-old son. He's a 7th generation farmer who deserves the chance to carry on our family tradition without being crushed with debt and destructive policies. When a farm is lost, Britain loses its skill, its heritage and its ability to feed itself. That means one thing: no farms, no food, no future. The public already know this. They want British food, the best in the world, and they want fairness to the people who put it on their tables. That's why Farmers to Action says loud and clear: abolish IHT for all, and we want a fair price for farmers and a fair price for everybody. The fight is not just for farmers, it's for every family in Britain. That's why I stand here today and tell you, Farmers to Action are not just fighting for farmers, they're fighting for everyone. This is about our farmers, your food and everyone's future. Worse still, the NFU, who claim to speak for us and represent barely 1 in 7 farmers, instead of uniting us, divide us and don't support us. Where are they today? Where have they been for the last year? Well, enough is enough. We can't wait for others to save us. We have to save ourselves. Farmers to Action was only born because the government won't protect us. The NFU can't lead us, so we must act for ourselves and for Britain. This government fundamentally underestimated 3 things: that farmers would be so resolute, that the public would back us, and that we would and could get organised. Well, here we are. We're organised, united, we're parked on their front lawn, what they think is their backyard. Let me tell you, we are not going anywhere. The battle for Britain, our people, our communities and our industry starts here. And before I finish, I just want to thank our Farmers to Action team, Justin, don't know where he is, somewhere out there, Tarquin, who persuaded me to get involved, for having the strength and conviction and vision to found Farmers to Action. So today, I ask all of you, farmers, please join us, citizens, please support us. Together we will save British farming and with it, Britain's food security. This is our stand, this is our moment, because this is all about our farmers, your food and everyone's future. So please go over and join us at farmerstoaction.co.uk because campaigning is really expensive. So we need the support of everybody if we're going to carry on doing this. Thanks very much.
you very much, Kathleen. That was great. Can I have Stephen Wainwright and Scott Campbell come to the stage? Ready? Our next speaker is David Irwin, who's flown here from Ireland to speak today. Thank you.
Keep having the correct Alan here, Northern Ireland Alan. Fellow farmers, we stand here in Liverpool today, not begging and not pleading, but in defiance. Inside that building, corrupt politicians toast themselves, but out here, the real people of Britain raise their voices. And our message is clear and simple: enough is enough. They attack us farmers, they bleed us dry with taxes, they censor our speech, and they rip apart at the very soul of this Western nation. They think we'll stay quiet, and they think we'll roll over, and they think we'll live like slaves under total authoritarian control. But the people of Britain are not slaves. We are free men and women, and we will never bow to tyrants. The backbone of this nation is being strangled. Generations of farmers, men and women who built Britain and fed its people, are staring at ruin. This death tax will slowly, over time, fragment farms until there isn't a single farm left in the UK. It is intentionally unworkable, unpayable, and it is designed that it is inevitable that slowly but surely all generational family-owned land in the UK will be brought to market to be scooped up by corporations. And across the water in Northern Ireland, we're under a multi-pronged attack. We have an agricultural minister in Northern Ireland, a radical green left zealot, presiding over the slaughter of thousands of cattle of TB while refusing to deal with the wildlife that are spreading it. He's presiding over ammonia laws so insane they're gradually designed to shut down farms, no planning permission to even replace an old or damaged shed. A nutrient action programme that will cost Northern Ireland agriculture at least 1.7 billion, a death sentence for the NI agri-food sector. And while farmers are demonised, while families are crushed, the government dreams up plans for mass livestock reductions chasing fantasy net zero targets implemented to fulfil the biggest scam in modern history. Look at Lough Neagh, poisoned with blue-green algae, and the minister blames farmers, yet every year Northern Ireland Water pumps 20 million tonnes of raw sewage into the rivers and lakes, but they say nothing about that because it doesn't fit their narrative. This is not environmentalism or green policy, this is control. This is a land grab, and it's a war on farmers. While they spread propaganda and misinformation about us, we work ourselves to the bone. We sacrifice our physical and mental health, our family lives and our personal lives to keep food on Britain's tables. And they call us the problem. Make no mistake, if they crush the farmer, they will crush the nation, and that is what they want. They want total control. Do not forget what is happening in Ulster and Northern Ireland is coming to England as well. And get ready for it. It's a nationwide assault on the people who feed Britain. We have the highest tax burden since World War II, and what do we see for it? Crumbling infrastructure, a broken NHS, once safe towns not safe to walk the streets of any longer, with police more interested in arresting people for social media posts than dealing with real criminals. Billions thrown away on foreign aid, on foreign wars, climate scams, corruption and vanity projects, and the ordinary British family struggling to make it from one week to the next. Enough is enough. But when we speak up, they try to silence us. In Britain today, you can be arrested for a meme, or for a joke, or for complaining on Twitter, even for a Christian prayer in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is not free speech, as Keir Starmer says. This is tyranny. Our culture is being attacked, and they call it progress while they tear down our statues and rewrite our history and try to sexualise our children and sneer at the Christian faith that built our Western nation. They call normal people right-wing extremists while their propaganda machine, the BBC, the schools, the universities, brainwash the next generation. Both the Conservatives and Labour have sold us out. They sold out Brexit, they corrupted and destroyed Brexit, they sold out our borders, they've sold out our farmers, our fisheries, our veterans and just about everyone else. Keir Starmer claims to stand with the people, but he is nothing more than a puppet of the elites. To every politician we say this: you work for us, betray us and you're out. Keir Starmer, you are without doubt the most unifying politician of all time, as everyone absolutely despises you for what you've done. For what you've done to this once great nation and its people. My fellow farmers, we cannot win this divided. We must all come together. All lobbying groups must unite and work together from this point forward. Farmer with fisherman, factory worker with haulier, Northern Ireland, England, Scotland and Wales together. And veterans. They want us divided, blaming each other, but united we will be unstoppable. When one farmer is under attack, every farmer is under attack. So we have to hold the line, shoulder to shoulder, together. This is our country. Britain belongs to the people. So what do? We speak out loudly for what's right, and we have no fear or hesitation in saying and doing what's moral and justified and correct. We stand together, no more standing alone, and we protest peacefully, but we will not be silenced. And we vote spitefully. No more rewarding betrayal. Look around you at these people. We may not always agree, but we are all under attack together, and we are all fighting on the same side for the same cause against the same enemies. So let's stand together from Liverpool to London to Cardiff to Edinburgh to Belfast. Farmers, we have always been the easy target, and we've been the easy target because we've always been fragmented. We fragment no more. This is our land, our livestock. These are our families' homes, and this is our way of life. We stand together as one and take Britain back. One way or another, this is our line in the sand. We the people, are peaceful for now.
Thank you very much, David, and thank you for travelling from Ireland today. Our next speaker is Paul Young, a representative for the Northern Irish veterans. Please give Paul a big hand.
Without farmers, there is no food. Without soldiers, there is no protection for our lands. In a time when the very foundations of our society, those who feed us and those who defend us, are being undermined by political decisions, it is no longer enough to stand silently. The farmers' protest and the Operation Justice campaign may seem worlds apart, but they are bound by a shared struggle. The fight against a government that has forgotten the value of service, sacrifice and sustenance. Across the UK and beyond, farmers are rising up against policies that threaten their livelihoods, their land and the future of food security. Whether it's unfair subsidies, environmental mandates that ignore agricultural realities, or trade deals that undercut local produce, the message is clear. Those who grow our food are being pushed to the margins. Their protest is not about economics, it's about dignity, survival, and the right to be heard. Meanwhile, veterans of Northern Ireland, many now elderly, face the spectre of retrospective prosecutions for actions that were taken during Operation Banner, a deployment that spanned nearly 4 decades. These men and women served under immense pressure, often life or death situations, and helped bring about the peace Northern Ireland enjoys today. Yet current government proposals threaten to reopen old wounds, casting aside legal protections, subjecting veterans to modern judgments for historic actions. As we speak, Soldier F, in his 70s and an unwell man, is on trial in Belfast for an incident that happened over 50 years ago. Yet no terrorists who murdered in their hundreds are facing historical trials. Terrorists are given letters of comfort by a previous Labour government that the government say are not worth the paper they are written on, yet refuse to rescind them. What does that tell you about their worth? Both movements are rooted in a deep betrayal. Farmers and veterans alike are being treated not as pillars of society, but as expendable liabilities. Their their decades of service to land and to country are being rewritten, ignored, or punishment. The government's actions reflect a dangerous trend, the erosion of respect for those who have given the most. This is not just about policy, it's about principle. It's about recognising the strength of a nation lies not in its rhetoric, but in how it treats those who sustain and defend it. Let the farmers' tractors and the veterans' medals stand side by side. Let their voices echo through Westminster and beyond, because without farmers, there is no food, and without soldiers, there is no protection for our citizens. Us veterans have a saying, if they will not listen, we will shout louder.
Yes!
Let's hear some noise. If they will not listen, what will they do? Shout louder!
Give Paul a large round of applause, Paul. Thank you very much for all the veterans here today and for your service. There is no national security without your sacrifice for our nation, and we thank you for everything that you do. Give them a big round of applause, please. Our next speaker is Stephen Wainwright, a farmer from the Derbyshire counties.
Right, are we all listening? It's about family and food for me. Just give you a brief history. Mother's one of 5, father's one of 3, so I've got 8 uncles, aunties, mums and dads, all farming. Started off top of Cheshire, emigrated into Derbyshire and Staffordshire. So I've got umpteen cousins, so it's in the blood, right? Now, we were only tenanted farmers donkeys years ago, and we thought we needed to better ourselves for security. Any business would think the same, doesn't have to be farming. So that's what we did. Then Tony Blair came along in 2009, right? Changed it off, giving the subsidies. Yes, we got subsidies, but it wasn't just for us. It was to keep food low and against disease, against different things, against imports. Anyway, so moving on, so that's what our family did. We invested, big mortgage around your neck, and then look where we are now. Big mortgage around us necks, and now this lot won't take it off us. I've got 3 children, and 2 of them are already well into wanting it. Now, they want us gone. It's not about the money, ladies and gentlemen. The big fat cats, the monster landowners, the different businesses, it doesn't affect them. They're all in trusts, right? They can get round it. They've got fancy accountants or whatever. It's not the small people, not belittling them, but it's the family farmers in the middle. They are feeding this nation and other nations. Right? We've had NFU saying, oh, the latest trade deals are going to be good for British farmers. Right? AHDB have actually worked for the money this last several years since Brexit. We're exporting more of different producers than we ever have before. So all what they're telling us, that's a lie. So back to the food production, ladies and gentlemen, and our children, right? They want the land off us family farms. If it isn't going to go this generation, it's going to go the next generation. So we can't be here listening to all this bullmuck what we're listening to. We know what we're on about in our family businesses. Now, they're jealous of us because we do that extra hour at nights, we do that extra hour at weekends because it's a family business, right? All the other businesses are just the same. Doesn't matter whether you're a carpenter's shop or a blacksmith or any family business will do that bit extra. So we are keeping food price low, even without subsidies. And this government don't like that. They want some of us, or all of us, gone out of the way. They're going to do it gradual like they always do, just to take the fight out of us bellies. So, this has changed my life. But, you know what I always say? You've got to back your farmer, not Starmer. So, we'll leave it on that note. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stephen. So, can we have Charlie Wolford, Justin and Gareth Jones come to the stage, please, ready for the next round. Our next speaker is Scott Campbell from Scotland. Come all the way here with a Scottish trailer and run the route through Scotland and Northern Yorkshire. Thank you. Give him a round of applause, please.
Thank you, Alan. I'm Scott Campbell, a fourth generation farmer from Aberdeenshire in the northeast of Scotland. Now, this big Stuart trailer behind us, it's more than just a Scottish trailer. It's a trailer with heartfelt messages from over 500 miles away. And we are here not just to represent Scotland, but we are here to be united with you all. This Stuart trailer behind us, it belongs to Ed. Hope us Scottish boys and girls didn't wreck it on the way down, Ed. It wasn't even built 3 weeks ago. And I never even thought this would be possible to tow this trailer with tractor in the time scale that we had, especially at farmers' busiest time of the year. But it just shows that there's too much at stake and the government have got this so wrong. The Scottish trailer, it didn't just get towed here by tractor all the way. It started as high as John O'Groats, right at the top of Scotland. And on its way down, it stopped at dealer depots, haulage parks, marts, distilleries, local events, farm shows, farm shops, just to name a few businesses that's going to be affected by this tax. Lots of people came to sign it, including MPs, MSPs and local councillors, all coming to see it and sign it. This event also raised money for the young farmers, the next generation of food producers, while the public tooted on their way past, noticing the sign in the back, "Beep if you eat." Everyone, countrywide, is affected. Speaking to many farmers recently, even with all the government grants and support funding, this tax is not sustainable to pay over a 10-year period. A good few examples I've heard, even with grant funding, the profit would be half of what their expected inheritance tax bill would be each year. And that is the main problem we have. We're just not profitable enough. We have the most important job in the world, and we shouldn't need to be funded to survive. Farmers, we are sick and tired of working for little return and getting told what we are getting paid, getting told what we are getting deducted from our self-billing invoices, while getting more and more over-regulated each year, jumping through more sustainability hoops, while imports are flooding into our country and pulling our prices down. It's so wrong that farmers caught in their later years and have grafted all their days have been pulled right into this, adding stress to them and their families, giving them no time to plan or save their farm or business for the next generation. They have not only looked after their farm, but they have also cared for everyone's environment and countryside, while producing sustainable food for the nation. How will a 25-year roadmap help these families, Mr. Starmer? Communities are also going to be let down, possibly ruined by these government policies. When there's a flood, snow, storm, wildfire or any crisis, a farmer is always first in the scene to help. We have a great industry, but it could be so much better, and as Trump says, we would never want to go to his penthouse in Manhattan. We just love that dirt, and he has stopped the estate tax. Now, come on and listen, Mr. Starmer. Get this sorted out before it's too late for our farms, rural communities, businesses and everyone's future. Just like to take this opportunity to thank Farmers to Action. There's too many to mention, but thank you for organising this great event. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you to all the other groups which have helped move the Trailer of Truth round. There's too many to list, but without all of your cooperation and help from the public, this event would never have happened. So thank you. Our next speaker is Charlie Walford, a farmer from Somerset and apparently Angela Rayner's tax advisor. Matthew Trevelyan, could you come to the stage in a moment, please? Thank you. Here you go, Charlie.
Morning all. I'm not going to follow in the same vein as all these other wonderful people. I've come up from Somerset. I don't need to tell you all what you know already. None of us have got the money to pay this IHT bill. Mine's going to be about 40 grand a year by rough maths on a farm that made a profit a couple of years ago of 12.5 grand. 10 years, 40 grand a year. I don't know where she thinks we're going to find it, but invariably have to sell half the farm to pay the bill. My whinge is going to be slightly different. I thank all of you for turning up. Well done for making the effort. And as I said before, everyone who's organised this, I would lean on all of you to speak to all of your neighbouring farmers, all the land agents, the contractors who supply your livestock kit, the tractors, the mowers, whatever it is you buy. This is going to affect all of them. We are sleepwalking into the collapse of not just rural England, but a huge part of the economy. We're great, we're here, we're all standing here miles away from those numpties over there not listening, but you've got to lean on your mates. We are stronger together, but if we don't tell all of our neighbouring businesses and farming friends to get involved as well, it's not going to have the weight behind it that I think it needs. These lads and ladies have made a great start, but there needs to be more voices heard.
Yes.
That's all I've got to say. Keep up the great work, support everything that you do already, and yeah. I can't say what I want to, but yeah, we all have the same sentiment.
Thank you very much, Charlie. Our next speaker is Will Murray, a farmer from Edinburgh, and a young farmer as well. Give him a big round of applause to Charlie and to Will.
How are we doing, everybody? As I've just been introduced, I'm Will Murray. I have a social media following, and since last year I've used it to fight against this inheritance tax, to fight against this government, and it has been a long, long year. Everybody has felt touched by this inheritance tax, by this government's cruel act on everybody. This doesn't just affect farmers, this doesn't affect the Joe public, the NHS workers. This affects everybody. This is a trickle-down movement. I'm not here standing talking for Labour, Conservative, Lib Dem, Reform. I'm not here standing for the NFU or even Farmers to Action, even though I do support what they are doing today. I'm standing here as an individual that supports agriculture, because we should all be standing together. We shouldn't be standing apart in groups. We are all as one. We are a united kingdom. Starmer has a short-sighted view of the world. He's seen a black hole in the budget. He's taken a plaster. A plaster he's got used to fund, to fix. It is not the solution. He is not looking towards the future. In 2025, the population is going to go up by almost 20%. That is an extra mouth to feed at the table. How are we going to feed that person when all our farmers are being made to shut down and leave? Turn off your tractors, put your sheep to bed. It's just not happening. At the end of the day, I foresee a massive problem, not just here, but worldwide. We can't expect other countries to feed us. We cannot rely upon it when there's war on the brink around the world. We need this food security. We need British farmers. I was quite lucky to be invited to be a part of this, to take the Scottish trailer down around Edinburgh. Unfortunately, the Labour MPs did not want to meet me there. I took it to the Scottish Government. I parked outside there. They weren't too happy. But I would like to thank everybody that's been involved in this. Everybody that's taken the trailers friends, family, people I've never even met before, standing up as one, as a United Kingdom, to fight against this. I'd like to thank all the organisers that have been involved in this, because this has been a mammoth task to coordinate, get everybody here to be standing on this stage right now, thanking you, the people. We are one, and I have to say one last thing to Stammer. You came for our jobs. Now we're coming for yours.
Thank you, Will. Very well said. Our next speaker is Justin Rogers, a Devon farmer and chairman of Farmers to Action. Please give him a round of applause.
Right, there's some unbelievably tough speakers to sort of live up to right now. There's been... Oh. Yeah? Better? Everyone hear me? Okay, cool. Speakers so far have been absolutely brilliant. People actually speaking from the heart. Something that our industry has been missing for a very long time. I'm going to start with the thanks before I get into things. We got a massive thank you to Staines Traders that put this rig on for us to get through this. We've got a huge thank you to say to Stewart Traders that got a trailer built for one of our members to get this going. A big thank you to Ifa Williams for letting us have that trailer. There's been an unbelievable amount of effort from that entire industry. Wider industry being those that know their jobs are on the line if we go. Right? And that is the most magical thing that a lot of us have seen, of how many people have just gone, put their hand up and gone, we're here to help. Because the only way we can do this is help our own industry. From a very early age, I wanted to be a farmer. And that's how I got to this point. I have spent the last 40 years of my life wondering and thinking, why on earth does food not pay? Why on earth can people not make a living from, other than water, the second thing that every single person needs? And it got to a point that I started doing something called the Effing Farmer. And that seemed to reach out to a lot of people. And that was me speaking from my frustrations and a lot of anger. So myself and a lot of others decided, to move this thing called Farmers to Action. It did actually start off as Southwest Farmers, and it started growing at way too big a speed than I could ever imagine. Our industry has been under attack by men in suits for a very long time. People that have no idea of what our industry is about, giving us rules and legislation that we've got to abide by, right? And they have absolutely no comprehension. I would not go and tell a banker how to do his job. I would not go and do it to a politician and tell him how to do his job. But it looks like we're here and we've got to, because they're absolutely useless. If taxes were reworded as fines, we are fined in life. We are fined to own a property. We are fined to sell a house. And now we are fined to die. And that is how brutal this is getting. People slander farmers, saying this is about us and about money. This is not. Farmers to Action's key message through the whole of this is abolish IHT for everyone in this country. No one should have to work their lives, pay tax, and then give it to a government. The point we've got to, I've got a 2-year-old toddler, and I would trust her to spend the British budget better than the politicians that we've got. Farming is becoming this country's most expensive hobby. It used to be boating and equestrian. Most farmers now are having to work 2 to 3 extra jobs in order to stay in the industry they love. Farming is about a lifestyle. It's not, we don't perceive it as work. We perceive it as something that we love to do. We go out in all weathers, we work all hours, and it's a privilege to do it. But we keep having people in suits with ties telling us what to do, when we just need less government in this day and age. We need less government, less rules and less legislation. And it's not just about farmers. The fishing industry have been attacked for years. And this is a time where industries need to unite together. It is an absolute privilege to stand here with all you veterans. An absolute privilege. Because where is a country if it cannot be watered, fed and kept safe? Farming is in a very dark point. It's getting to the point that this is no longer just about farms. This is about saving lives. There is all sorts of rumours of tallies of farmers that have taken their own lives, and it is not being spoken about. To lose one life is a tragedy. To lose more than one life, I haven't got a word to actually throw into that. Agriculture at the moment has lost way more lives than any of us want to talk about. There is a number that is going around, but I can't say it because it is not backed up by fact. But there is industry representatives that are keeping that secret. So the biggest thing I'm going to just finish on, this is not just about saving farms, this is not just about saving fisheries, this is not just about veterans, this is also about saving lives. Plural. This country needs to be put in a far better place, and what we've got over there is not going to be the ones that do the job.
Thank you, Justin. We've now got Gareth Wyn-Jones, who's doing a very quick speech before going on to GB News.
He doesn't want me here too long. Diolch yn fawr, thank you very much for everybody coming here. Think about where we are, we're in Liverpool. They've got a song, You Never Walk Alone. Even the Evertonian supporters will back us, because we are not going to walk alone, and we're not here today to walk alone. All you people are here to support the farming communities. And do you know what? We're supporting you, because we're feeding you once, twice or 3 times a day. And them numpties over there have got no idea what it takes to put food on their plates. Let's build a better Britain on our bellies, people. We have to work together to find solutions. And honestly, it's heartbreaking. I've got a big social media platform, and I'm telling you, I have spoken to people that are ready to commit suicide because of the pressure they are under. This is ridiculous. The people that are working 7 days a week to try and feed the nation affordable, seasonal, healthy, nutritious food are being attacked. Not just by this government, but by bigger players, by the liberal elites. Don't you forget that. And they will try and cancel us, and they will try and silence us, but they will never silence the people. Be careful of the WEF, United Nations. They are trying to bring the numbers of livestock down for a reason. And if you don't wake up and smell the coffee, you're going to go hungry. And for me as a farmer, personally, I've told my father, he's 89, he has to outlive the term of these idiots. And I'm sure he will, just to be spiteful. Because he's one hell of a man. He's never had a passport, he's never had a holiday, and he's paid his bloody taxes. He doesn't deserve to go to that grave and pay all them taxes again. We're undervalued in life and overvalued in death. That's the sign on this trailer. Don't ever forget it. Build a better Britain on our bellies, and let's have a farming food revolution and get rid of this stinky, horrible government ASAP. I wanted to sing Keir Starmer, Izzy, but I'm going to leave that right there. That's the one.
Thank you very much, Gareth, and thank you everyone for coming today. Now, who wants to make them hear you? In a moment, we've got people out there going for a walk. Do you want to join them for a walk to see the Labour Parliament on the platform? Then give us 5 minutes to get this packed up, and when you hear people on the megaphone, walk peacefully behind them. As I said, when we leave, we want that site cleaner than when we arrive. Because we are people with morals who stick to our word.
Come on, lad. Oh, good to see you again.
Hey, you following?
Hello? Yes, I am, I think.
Grab your stuff now.
Yeah, let's grab my stuff.
Ready to film for...
You want to shout out?
I'm really trying to.
You want to shout yourself out?
No.
What? What about what you've got coming up? What do you mean? You protest or whatnot? Go on. Okay. Right. What am I going to do now? Ladies and gents, thank you for joining us. For the moment, I'm going to close down the stream. I may start it back up, but I've literally just been at the advance thing up in Newcastle yesterday, rushed over here from the far northeast, and yeah, I'm going to be covering this. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep live streaming, go back live later, so keep your eyes peeled, hit the bell, and you'll know if we go live again. For the moment, I need to grab my stuff to stop it all driving off in this lovely chap's car. Hello! Hey guys, make sure to follow the Great British National Protest.
Yes, well, tomorrow we're going to be the Great British National Strike, because I think that's what we need. I think we need a general strike across the country. So we're going back to strike.
It's going back to strike
back
now?
to basics.
Can't make your mind up.
No.
What's it on Twitter? What's your Twitter handle?
GBM protest. So just type in the Great British National and we'll be the first ones that come up.
Okay guys, you heard it here first. I'm going to wind down the stream for a second, and I'll have to see what I'm doing after that, because there's a lot of moving parts here. If I go live, hit the bell and you'll know. All the best guys, link below to support, donate if you want to cover my costs coming over here. This bloke's been very lovely. I bought him lunch, he's bought the petrol, so if you want to help towards the extortionate £25 cost, was it 25 quid?
£25, what was it,
25?
2 sandwiches?
Yeah, 2 sandwiches, I got some biscuits.
And coffee?
Coffee, and I got a drink. That was it. Yeah, we got gouged.
Britain.
Broken Britain. It's inflation, mate.
Do not record my license
Oh,
plate.
don't worry, it's facing this way. Right. All the best guys, catch you in a little bit.